get your biggest Dutch oven screaming hot with a little olive oil or canola oil. Then brown the brisket from room temperature. Never put cold meat in a hot pan. Bring the meat to room temperature, pat it dry, season it liberally with kosher salt and lots of black pepper. Brown it in stages, one piece at a time, and sear everything, including the edges of the meat. Then we're gonna take the briskets out to the pan with the drippings and a little bit of olive or canola oil. We're going to add half a stick of butter, about 4 tablespoons. Cut it into smaller pieces so it'll melt down quicker for you. Give it a stir. When the butter foams, that's your cue. And here's the trick to this brisket. All of the flavor comes from the sweetness of onion, and a lot of it. I took 4 softball size onions, so you'd want 5 or 6 if they're running medium to small. Very thinly slice them and drop them down into that melted butter. Lots and lots of onion. This is gonna slow cook for 2.5 to 3 hours, and these will turn into this sugary, sweet, really rich, luxurious sauce. I like garlic. This is such a beautiful flavor, just the cooked onions. You may not want to add garlic. I put garlic in everything. I don't need a lot, but I want a little hint. So I have 2 large cloves, thinly sliced. I'm going to add that. Then I'm going to put in lots of fresh thyme. Thyme and onions are fantastic together. Give this a little stir just to get the butter worked around your onions. And you're not making French onion soup here. You don't have to work these onions. They're gonna cook down for hours. So you're just gonna add homemade or store-bought chicken stock. I add about 3 cups. And then you literally just let that come up to a bubble, but for time's sake, we'll say that's boiling. And then we slide our brisket back in. Now kids, I hate to say this, but you're pretty much done here. Let me talk about what gets interesting after this. You pop a lid on this, you throw it into a low oven, 300, 325, or you keep it at a gentle simmer on the stovetop for about 2.5 to 3 hours until it's very, very, very tender to a fork time. The last half hour, 45 minutes, we're gonna add beautiful whole carrots. We're gonna peel them up and throw those in to serve along on our platter. Let's take some of our brisket, sliced. It's just falling apart, gorgeous. I know, it's ridiculous, right? And then you take the brisket, once you take it out to carve, turn the stove up and let that cook down. And look at the gravy, it looks like onion soup. Onion soup, basically. Right down across the top. Delicious. I know! And then we've got our beautiful carrots. A giant whole carrot over the top of that. I love carrots, I'm gonna take 2. This little guy's broken, here we go. Then you take your parsley, the tops from the carrots, and the orange zest, sprinkle that down over everybody. And then the finishing touch, the toasted sliced almonds. How gorgeous is that, right?